Days after swearing not to see Buhari again, Pastor Bakare crawls back to Aso Rock. Welcome to the news, and please listen to the end. Pastor Tunde Bakare was at the State House on Friday, barely days after vowing not to visit President Muhammadu Buhari again because all his previous meetings with the Nigerian leader has yielded no good result for the Nigerian people. The senior pastor of Citadel Global Community Church was seen in pictures with the president on Friday afternoon. President spokesman Femi Adesina shared this picture on Facebook. President Buhari received Pastor Tunde Bakare in State House on 15 October 2021. Mr. Adesina wrote, "The meeting came days after Mr. Bakare said he has launched a new movement to find solutions to Nigeria's crisis, saying he had come to realize that Mr. Buhari was not the leader Nigerians anticipated." Weeks earlier, Mr. Bakare, known for his fiery sermons, said he was in a new war with Mr. Buhari for his failure to bring peace and economic succor to Nigerians. "I am not interested in meeting you any longer. No more visits. Now it is war because Nigeria must be set free," Mr. Bakare said in a sermon in July 25th, recounting how he was instrumental to Mr. Buhari's emergence as president in 2015. Previously, Mr. Bakare, who was Mr. Buhari's running mate in the 2011 presidential election that they lost to Goodluck Jonathan, has said God told him Mr. Buhari will come to stabilize the country. He later issued a statement to dismiss the president as an agent of destabilization who had little interest in the country's prosperity. His visit to the presidential villa today added to several of such he had made since Mr. Buhari assumed office in May 2015. This Tunde has lost all moral grounds to speak against this government. Mr. Obi remains the perfect opposition. They could not even pull him down with the so-called Pandora Papers. If you analyze critically, the Pandora Papers is not a criminal indictment. It is just a financial game to avoid cutthroat taxes on your investment. Did you hear of anyone being arrested for any wrongdoing? Please let them leave P2B alone. The fear of Bakare is the beginning of wisdom. Any man who cannot stand by his words, a man who is too flexible to understand, a man whose deceitfulness is quite glaring, is more dangerous than a cobra snake. The actors of spreading hatred, exaggeration, and falsehood. You see these country politicians, leave them for God. They know He alone knows how to disgrace them and reset their brains. We do not have pastors or religious people in Nigeria. We just have businessmen doing their own personal biddings and deceiving people. If the man wants political appointments, he should say it. Another funny Kayode. People are really lambasting him. This guy talked from two sides of his mouth. I am tired of his talks. This is Yoruba nature. It should not be a surprise to anyone. But when mentioned, this attitude of Yoruba nature, they get angry as if someone is insulting them because they call it smartness. Very inconsistent of a man of God. It is in their blood. Southwest Nigeria is actually the bigger problem facing the entire nation. Sabotage is in their inherited venom. Check Femi Fani-Kayode. They are all chameleons. Same of the same. Just seeking relevance. Just watch him on Sunday in the church. He will start singing a new song. I have long given up on these worthless politicians. It's such a shame. He is now behaving like a politician and not a pastor. But in Nigeria, is there really any difference between a pastor and a politician? In fact, in Nigeria, some politicians are pastoring, while some pastors are politicking. It is really confusing. That part crawls back to Aso Rock. What a way of representing his action. Winner of crawling. Oh my goodness, this is laughable. The followers remain the problem. All these old thieves is deceiving you. Highly unstable. It is what a certain tribe is known for. You do not hold them by their words. They keep playing with us in this country. He is not different from many I beg your pardon, Femi Fani-Kayode, political pastors. He is also from Femi Fani-Kayode lineage. Shameless people deceiving yourselves. Those worshipping with with you are the ones are nothing but jokers. Tunde Bakare never disappoints in disappointing. Christian only fear man for the love of money. He will come tomorrow and use Bible verse to defend his criminal conscience. I beg your pardon. If a Yoruba man tells you or swears that he will not do anything to offend you, just be expecting a high range of disappointment. He can lie and disappoint like Dead Techno 416. Oh my goodness, this is laughable. Oh my goodness, this is so laughable. Please remove the suffix pastor from his name. He is not worthy to bear such a title. If I should say what is in my mind, it will look like I'm disrespecting a man of God. This is one of Nigerians' problem. Okay. It is really sad for you not to be able to. I know this is not in a way relevant to what is going on, but it is very, very shameful of you to say one thing as a human being, not even attaching any title to your name, as a human being, and you do not stand by your word. I mean, your word should be like, if you say you do this thing, you say you mean it. If you say you will not do this thing, you will not do it. And of course, if you're doing it, you should have a very, very reason. And no matter what your reasons are, people are still going to come out to say, you said you will not do this. That is just it. That is human nature. But I believe to some extent you should have some integrity as a human being. I'm not even talking about you holding any title now, or even leading any religious people. I am saying as a human being, one should have integrity. Now, you came out as a leader of a church and you said you will not do this and you will not do that. This will keep electorates, they will keep asking your followers, what is going on? Are you still sitting down here listening to this fellow who is not even able to keep to his words? How can you believe somebody who is not able to keep to his word? How can you believe what he tells you religiously if he cannot in any way keep to his words? It is really, really alarming. And this is it should be one of the criteria for leadership. How do you keep to your word? Yes. How do you keep to your word? For those waiting for the electors waiting for 2023 to vote, this is one of the criteria. How has he been keeping to his word? If he says A, does the A? If he said he will do this, does he do? If he says he will not do this, does he remain in his word? Or does he flutter around and it's very flexible? And of course, his integrity should be tested. I think it should be one of the things every leader, not just the president or the governor, not just even those in public position, even in your little gathering of persons or people, your little area at work, at home, how is the person? Does he have a criteria of his integrity, for keeping his integrity, for keeping his word? Because integrity simply means you doing the right thing at all times. You say you do this thing and definitely you do. You say you will not do and you don't do. That is what they call integrity. I believe many of us and many of those pastors, they should stop wavering here and there. Should stay at a place. You are called for the things of God. Do the things of God. And stop making people seem as if you are doing the things of God for money. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of the day.